Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally. It's Monday the 25th of August, excuse me, 2025, and this is episode number 83. Very, very warm welcome to you all. I'd just like to say thank you for all my birthday wishes. Had a lovely day on Thursday. We went to see Dot, but Dot had got her family visiting, so my hubby took me for a lunch, which was really, really nice. It seems ages since we went and had lunch out together, so that was really, really nice. Had some lovely gifts, which I'm going to do a separate video for later in the week. Do a separate video for that. And I've also got a new video, little mini series coming out for a Friday. Oh, sorry about that. Yes, so there's a little 12-week mini series coming out for Friday. So let's get on with what I've been up to last week. Hope you all had a lovely, lovely week. It's still school holidays here in the UK, and today is Bank Holiday Monday. It's the August Bank Holiday Monday. I think it's the last bank holiday before Christmas. So and it's going to be a scorcher. It's going to be red hot today. So I've just heard on the weather. So I don't know. I've had a funny week again. I don't feel like I've got much done. One little project took me nearly all week, but I really love crocheting and I wanted to crochet, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do, and I feel like just lately I feel like I'm just going through everyday motion, but I'm not really, I don't know how to describe it. I don't feel I'm with it at the moment, so I haven't a clue why, but I think I'm going to, moving forward for this week, I'm going to make lists of things to do each day, you know, my general housework, and also crochet, and do lists, and I might get some sort of order back. Anyway, so I'll start off with the lovely Natasha. Hi Natasha. She's doing a crochet along. It's hashtag random granny cal 2025. Now, have I got the pattern? Did I bring the pattern? Oh, just a minute. Oh, I'm back. Thought I was all organised, but maybe not so much. This is the crochet along. It's a Yarnspirations Red Heart Granny Goes Random Crochet Blanket. And it's done in the Red Heart Super Saver Bitty Stripes, Rainbow and Rainbow Mist. Skill level's easy, and you're just making 18 squares, and then you're making 4 of the quarter squares and 10 of the half squares. So then it's put together, you see, with the halves and the quarters. The halves, little quarter goes in the corner. So that's the pattern. And last week I'd done this one, and I chose the colours because this is going to be for my husband, and he loves the outdoors and the colours of outdoors, so he likes, you know, natural browns and greens and that sort of colour. So I'm using it's Woolcraft, oh here it is, yeah, Woolcraft New Fashion, and it's double knitting, and this lovely colour is shade 1011, and it's rusty brown, that one. And I'm also using the same New Fashion, and this one is shade 413, which is Emerald. They're 100% acrylic, and you can machine, wash and dry. How much is in them? 300 meters in them. So that's the Emerald, and then where's the other colour? This one, it hasn't got a ball band, but this one is Fawn. Fawn, that one's called. So last week I'd just done that one, and I'm going to do 6 of this colourway. Fawn, Rusty Brown and Emerald. Then I'll do 6 sort of green in the middle or brown in the middle, because you need 18 of these. So I'd just done that one, and then I'd done the 5. I'm going to do 6 this colourway. I'd done 5 of the little middles. So I managed to do another whole square. Yeah, it hardly seems the same size. What have I done there? Maybe I've done it looser. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just checking I've done the same amount of. Looks a bit looks different in size. Anyway, so I've got those 2 done, and then oh, did I do another one? Yes, beg your pardon. So I've done two more. So that's three big ones done. And then I just managed to do the rusty brown round the others. So they've just got to have 3 rows of the emerald. And then that's those done. Yeah, so I'm loving that. Just basically don't have to really think about it, which is just exactly what I'm just needing at the moment. 4.5mm hook, is that what I'm using? Oh, that's why. I'm using a 4.5mm hook, but the first one I used a 5mm hook. That's why it felt a bit smaller. Right, I'll continue with a 5mm hook, 5mm hook, so it comes nice and loose. So that's that. And the next thing I did, I know it all seems all a bit squares today, but if you remember a while back, again the lovely Natasha did a crochet along from the 3D Granny Square book, and there was lots and lots of 3D granny squares, which here, this is a lot of the floral ones. There was flowers, there was animals, there was food, there was, oh, that's like a little ice cream cone, lovely sunflower. I'd made what had I made? I'd made 6 cushions. I'd put 4 of the squares and then surrounded it last Christmas for the grandchildren. But I'd still got all these lovely floral and fruit squares left. And as a lot of those were quite pinky colours, I thought I'll make a blanket for Hope with those, and then with the other squares that I've got, which are the the spiders, and there's sea creatures and bears, all sorts of things. I'll divide those 2 up and do a blanket for Jonathan and Dougie, the littler grandsons. So for the three youngest, I'll get a little blanket. Anyway, this I did start by putting just all the. I was going to put all the floral ones together. There's about 25. I was going to put 5 rows of 5, and then go around the edge. And then I thought they're so multicoloured that, and that that one's quite a dark one. I thought it'd look a bit much, so I decided to do a solid granny square. It's not blocked or anything yet, but I thought I'd do a solid granny square in between each of the floral ones. So solid, and then that's going to be the next one. So I think it'll just break it up a lot more. And because I've got a lot of this is Woolcraft again. The Woolcraft yarn you can get from the little wool shop, and it's online, and also Toffs, which stands for the original factory shop. They have some of it as well. That's in the UK. And this is Lemon. It's baby care double knitting, and it's shade 602. And it's 300 meters, 100% acrylic. It's like a baby yarn, but I have got several of these. So I thought if I do, I'm going to do a plain, a floral, a plain, floral, a plain, floral, and plain, and then it'll be a nicer bigger blanket. So that's what I'm doing with those, because I thought they've been there a while, and I kept thinking, oh, I'll have to make them up, and I thought, while I'm going through this little funny stage of not knowing what I'm doing, do you know what I think it is? I think it's because I quite like routine, and I think because I was doing donuts, crochet along, that finished. Natasha was doing the 3D granny square, that finished, and Jenny, hi Jenny, in my spare time was doing a crochet along, a year of the granny square, and I think all those 3 crochet alongs sort of ended almost at the same time. And I think each week I thought, right, I'll do my donut, I'll do my 3D square, I'll do the year of the granny square, and I had like a little plan of what I was doing. And then when they all finished, I think it's that I just feel a bit lost, like I don't know what I'm doing. So I need to. I think if I do lists and write a plan, I think I'll be all right. But I think that's what it is with having such a rigid plan of what I was doing each week, and then all of a sudden not. Oh, just look at the little orange teddy. Isn't they cute? Little orange teddy. Oh, just looking at him, isn't he cute? Oh, love him. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted there by my little orange teddy. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I did. Those squares and the random granny blanket. And my last thing that I've done, and this took me nearly all week, let me tell you. Where? Let's have a look. Where's the book? If you watched my oh dear, dropping everything. What do you call it? Crochet Now. Look through. You'll see that there was this little supplement, the Wizard of Oz collection, and all these things are in the back. This was the supplement, so it was a really lovely one this month. So I absolutely loved the Wizard of Oz. I still love the Wizard of Oz. So last week I made little Dorothy. I thought, oh, I'm going to make little Dorothy. So that was last week's. I did a little ruby slippers. Yes, in the picture, in the pattern, it's silver slippers. And Sam, Sam, if you're watching from Manfors Makes, let me know in the comments, I didn't know this, that originally Dorothy's little shoes were going to be silver, but then with the filming they didn't show up enough, so they decided to do them red so they'd stand out. So I felt like, thanks for that, Sam. Little they are sparkly. I don't know if you can see, glistening. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't know that little fact. I should have done, but I didn't. So that was little Dorothy, and I thought, oh, how cute if I made all the little characters. So, which one did I make this week, you ask? Which one do you think I made? It was hard choice, but I decided, oh, there's all my granny squares gone. I decided, like I said, it took me all week. I decided on Glinda, and here she is. Whoops. Here's little Glinda with a little crown. I tried to do a wand, but she doesn't have a wand there, but it wasn't very successful. So here's my little, I did her a little pink mouth. Maybe I should have done it black like in the book, then might have showed up better. But that's the little hearts on her dress. Wasn't she cute? It's quite easy to do, really. Wasn't difficult. The only thing which was difficult, no, this was all okay. Even the hair didn't take that long because you just did 25 chain, and then you just single crocheted US terms back, and then skip one and slip stitch. So even that didn't take too long actually. Colours I used are silver for a little crown and the little hearts on her dress. I'm using the Yarn Smith's Create DK. This is from the Wool Warehouse. And for her face and her legs, her body, I'm using oatmeal. And just in case you didn't know, these are 100 gram, 290 meters, 317 yards, 100% acrylic. You can machine, wash and tumble dry. They recommend a 4mm hook. For these little characters, they're done in a DK, but they recommend a 275, but I don't have a 275 hook. I only have like 0.5 or 4mm, 4.5, 5, like that. I don't have the 7.5s or 2.5s. Just have to look into getting one though. 2.75mm hook they suggest, and the Crochet Society Confection DK. So anyway, I used a 3mm hook, and I used 7mm safety eyes. Yeah, so that was for the face, that was oatmeal, and then for her hair was primrose yellow, and for her dress, yeah, I used candy floss pink, and then for the little frill on the bottom of the dress, I used white, just plain white. Yeah, so I've got, where's Dorothy? So I've now got Dorothy and Glinda, the good witch, the nice witch. Oh, well, they're just lovely. I'm going to have to, set them up nicely somewhere. So, which one shall I do next week? These are all the characters. I think I know which one I'm doing. But you have to wait and see. So really, I'm loving making those little characters. Because, like I said, it took me all week. I think it was just the head and the body are in one piece, so that's not so bad. And then you leave it, you chain 4, you leave a little hole, and then you crochet the arms in. So they're not too bad, really. But it still took me all week. Anyway, so that's those two. Those two little friends. Yeah, so I think that's all I've done. But like I said, Glinda took me nearly all week. But that's all I've done. This week coming up, tomorrow, I've got to go and I think I told you that I've got sleep apnea. I had a little test where you had to put a little thing on your finger and sleep with it. So tomorrow I have to go and pick up my kit, whatever it is you have to sleep with. I'll go and pick that up tomorrow from the hospital. So see how that goes. But both my sons have got it, and my oldest son David. Hi David, if you're watching. Hi David. Cole, Dougie, Amanda, if you're watching. Mark and Sam and Hope, Emma, Rob, Leo, Jamie and Jonathan. Just say hello to them all, just in case they're watching. He said once you've your very first night, you feel like you've slept solidly. He said you'll have a really lovely night's sleep, because I always wake up feeling tired, so I don't think I've slept at all. Anyway, so I must phone Dot, because I'll pop and see her maybe tomorrow, but it'll be later on in the day. It won't be first thing in the morning. What else? It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a red hot day today. It's very busy on the roads with the bank holiday Monday, so we won't be going too far today in the vehicle, because everywhere will be gridlocked. Yeah, thank you for all your lovely comments and watching. And if you haven't subscribed, I was noticing, I think there's only a percentage of my viewers that are subscribed, so it's free to subscribe. You don't have to. I think when you say a subscription, you think of paying, but to subscribe is absolutely free. And then if you want to be notified of videos, you press the little bell and press all, and then every time I do a video, it'll be you'll be notified. And if you like the video, a little thumbs up would help me massively. So thank you very much, and I'll go and see what the dogs are up to, and see what my hubby's up to, and I'll see you all in the week. So I'll do a video maybe Wednesday on what I've had for my birthday, little gifts I want to show you, some lovely things. And also there'll be a little mini series on Friday, little 12-week mini series that I'm starting on Friday. Oh, both. Anyway, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, have the best time ever. Love each other and just have the best time that you can. Sorry about the dogs barking. Just be safe and be kind and be careful, And I love you all, and I'll see you in the week on the next episode, on the next video. Bye.